That motherfucker said, not enough storage. Pause. I was like, God damn. So I went back through and I realized I had like 100 gigabytes used up. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. See, the thing about this right here that people don't get, because a lot of people want to get into stuff like this, is it's trial and error. So, like, I was just telling Maine, because I was talking about somebody that had just started podcasting. I was telling him how when I first started, that's exactly what it was. It was trial and error. I ain't really, like, know what I was doing. I messed up a lot of episodes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of episodes I wish I had.
Yeah.
But it's trial and error. That's just
you got a specific episode you enjoyed but you couldn't put out that it was a fail that you felt like?
See, now I've been podcasting so long now, dog, I can't even really remember. Like, I know one specifically. I remember I had to go work in Atlanta, and right before I went to Atlanta, it was me, my dog Rello, and it was this female, and the episode was good as fuck. And that's when I found out that my iMac had like too many viruses on it, and it was slowing up. So the audio that I recorded was choppy, and I didn't find it out until I got back from Atlanta. I was mad as hell.
Excited the whole way home.
Yes, I was excited the whole way home. Like, it's a good ass episode. I still got that episode too. Like, and like, I don't know, bro. It's just something about that iMac. It's my fault though, because my laptop has stopped working for a little while, and I started using my iMac as like my main computer, and I started crashing that motherfucker. And no, it wasn't porn.
Hey, I be worried about that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But see, they done blocked us out that shit now. Now we can't get as many viruses.
Crazy thing too, dog. I got them sold that iMac for like $100.
Did you?
Yeah, I wiped it off and sold it for like $100. I was so mad at that shit. I ain't want to ever use it again.
Damn.
I'm talking about the next week after that episode happened. Bro, I wiped everything off, cleaned it off, cleaned all the viruses off, and sold that shit to somebody for $100. I ain't want that shit no more.
Damn.
That shit pissed me off that bad.
I had Maine helping me, like, be assist in case I got overwhelmed or whatnot with the amount of reviews for that CTC United movie review.
Yeah. I seen that. That shit was good too.
Yeah, that one was, and I feel like I had some great. I feel like when I done the at-jam moments with him, when Maine was there the first time, Maine was with me on the second one. But Maine, he was help. He was right there making sure. He was comforting to have that.
I didn't even know Maine was there.
But
I watched that shit too.
Not that one, because he wasn't there on that one. Because we did it at Jam Moments. I had a technical difficulty. I had everything set up. I'm getting nervous. I'm trying to figure out these angles with him because I'm doing my first time, like really doing it like his version of like focus on a person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing that one-on-one interview style. So I want the extra. Help me make sure I got the angle right. What's the approach? What's the best look? Like, I want to get that best.
I told you I think you be overthinking though, bro.
I do though, because I'm just trying to make it simple. And if it ain't simple in my head, it's complicated. And I got to figure out a way to not make it complicated.
But sometimes you trying to make it simple makes it complicated.
You're right. I know that's the ADD though. That's the ADD.
That's why I was asking you about that before we start recording, because I was like, that shit makes sense now.
But I didn't have I had everything set up and I swore I hit the button and I didn't. Yeah. So we like 3/4 of the way through and I looked down and I see that red button not hitting. I just like got up frustrated, looked at the man and just said, fuck, like, like, God damn. And now some of it I could have used. I tried to go through it and like I was really, I had just bought one of those things and like used my mic off the camera and I was like, man, we'll see. Some of them.
You talking about the shotgun mic?
Well, I didn't have that one, but I have my little ones that hook up on it with the little feather. Just the mics that attach on top, right? It has its own mic.
Talking about a dead cat?
Yeah, it's just got a mic for itself that it comes with as you purchase as a kit.
Yeah.
I didn't have that one, but Maine had his, so we had 3 different mic sources, and like going through each one, it was like, I ain't putting this quality out. I don't care how I felt about it, like. But then I got to get up with him again and do like that next trial redo over. Oh man, I had fun doing it with him again, and I got to watch the movie right beforehand too.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lot. It was fun.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know.
Shout out to J. Paul too, man.
Yeah, shout out J. Paul for real, man.
Very creative, bro.
They got some good movies, man. And shout out to the demigoddess herself too, Chantel. She's got some good roles in movies coming out as well. And they had a good year this year. They had a good year.
For sure.
Speaking of years, how's it been this year? How's the world of Slim?
Oh, me personally?
Yeah, man. I'm glad to have you back on.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. I rarely talk about myself, so this shit feel kind of weird. But this year for me, dog, What we talking about, podcasting wise?
Well, I'm just checking, like a recap with you.
Me,
you know
period.
What I'm saying? You period, man. Just
me period. I had a decent year, dog. I ain't have a good year. I had a decent year. Like I got this rental property that I rent out for the Masters, and that shit didn't work out this year. That shit pissed me the fuck off.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But things happen. I ain't tripping.
You gotta keep going with it though.
Then yeah, and then as far as like podcasting, I'm in a weird place with podcasting. Like super weird.
I gotta get my glasses like I talked about. You know, I was bullshitting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you on your Tekashi 6ix9ine shit. Tekashi 6ix9ine always like, can I take my glasses off? Can I take my glasses off?
I be feeling weird with them on. Even with now that I wear glasses.
Yeah.
I just want to find the right pair of glasses because I don't like these. I don't like this style glasses looking through the sea.
That look like Buddy from the Goofy movie glasses.
This came from the beach and they was cheap as fuck. Right? That motherfucker Sam.
You know who
was
I'm talking about
me.
from the Goofy movie? He had them glasses.
Yeah. He was out last night. Max. He was on stage last night, motherfucker. Shit. They was somebody dressed up as him.
Hey man, a lot of people been dressing up as weird ass characters. Like, bro, I've been seeing a lot of kids dressing up as Soulja Boy. I'm like, bro, I was in 9th grade when Soulja Boy came out. I know y'all don't know who Soulja Boy is.
Yo, that's a wild man right there, though.
Bro, did you see all the kids dressed like him though? What the fuck do they know about Soulja Boy?
What's that? Superman that hoe?
Yeah, bruh. So let me think. So I was in 9th grade when Soulja Boy came out. That had to have been 2004.
Yeah.
Most of these kids weren't born in goddamn
2004.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, because what if you was born in 2000, you 25 now. You know what I'm saying? So what that is? 2004, you 21.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. That's easy math. God damn, that's easy ass math.
I'm good with math though. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't be That's like the show we doing. Like last night, we had a bunch of artists perform. Shout out to all the artists that performed at Light the Stage. It was a good night. Cedric come out and perform with us. Comedian Cedric. Shout out to Gizmo. Shout out to cameraman. We had a good night. But we try to do like throwback songs. I mean, because Gizmo, I like older music. Just because I ain't 40 don't mean I don't know, Pop That Pussy and a bunch of different, it's just like outdated. And it's like, I be questioning how far to go back. You try to get like, your name is who? Mike Jones. We try to get Mike Jones popping, nothing. It's like, what was it, Chief Keef? There's a popular Chief Keef song. I forget what it is.
I'm a gorilla in the fucking coop. Who the fuck is
something? I forget what it is.
Bonito?
It's Chief Keef, all I know. And everybody knew Chief Keef. Everybody hollered.
Don't like? Was it Don't Like?
Maybe it was Don't Like.
Okay.
I forget. It was a couple months ago.
I like Finito though.
But them motherfuckers, they said they knew it and liked him, and we got the song playing. Nobody knew the song, and it was like, man, what era we got to stay in? But we keep talking to him and trying to figure it out. So I don't know, man. I think like this year alone has been a weird year for everybody. Learning new shit, getting in new environments, figuring shit out.
Bro, you grab the ashtray for me?
Oh yeah. My bad.
Nah, you good. But yeah, man, I'm in a weird place with podcasting right now, bro.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So I took a little break, right? Mm-hmm. And anybody listening that does anything, bro, don't take a break, bro. Motherfuckers be like, breaks is necessary and all that type of shit. Don't take a break, dog. I took a break because just all kind of reasons. Like I felt iffy about like where podcasting is now. Then I really couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with my podcast in the future. You know what I'm saying? I really couldn't figure that shit out. So I was like, let me just take a break and let me like restructure my shit and see what's going on. And when I start back podding like 2 weekends ago, I recorded 3 podcasts in one day. And I don't know what it is, dog, but like, you watch basketball?
I try, no.
Okay. So
as much as I can.
A lot of people don't know this, but when Michael Jordan retired and he went to go play baseball, he came back as number 45. And he actually lost.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about goddamn, he's 6-0. He actually lost when he came back. And you could tell how rusty he was.
Yeah.
Like he was off a little bit. That's how I felt with like podcasting. Like I used to think that shit was like riding a bike. That shit ain't like riding a bike. It's like I lost my mojo or something.
Well, that's like, I agree with you, but I think sometimes you gotta step away too. Cause like I'm about to take a break from comedy. Even though I'm doing like the stage.
Why?
Because I think refocusing is important on what, like, I think I'm gonna be more observant, learn a little bit more, try to re-angle, come from a new angle fresh. I have to withdraw myself in certain aspects, and I say reserve myself in comedy in like going and performing and doing mics. Mm-hmm. I still think that it gives me an opportunity to figure out my lives, be more in front of the camera, being more sociable, more funny on camera, getting more engagement, getting feedback live, stuff like that. I can still incorporate comedy, but yeah, figuring it out a little bit more. It's too many years in the game for me, but at the same time, it can't. Sometimes that constant role and expectation of what we think we're supposed to get to ain't always like I do. Don't get me wrong. I feel great. October 11th, I done the wall. Blah blah blah. This drinking got me tipsy already. No sleep. Goddamn it. The Fall Wine Festival. When I started comedy, I wanted to do 150 people, and it was all right, man. I done like 80, 75 at most, 80 people. Mm-hmm. And just to be in the environment of the Augusta Common and to try that out and get to perform, to me, I've achieved the goal in which I set out for. You know what I mean? And,
yeah.
But where are you supposed to go from there? I didn't know all this was going to come when that came about. So, like, you only going to...
Yeah, bro. Let's talk about your podcast.
No. I still got to talk about you, motherfucker. Because I'm curious.
Hold on. Please, just let me say this real quick, bro. Because I'm actually a fan of your podcast. Because I
appreciate it.
Because a lot of people, when they first start podcasting, I done seen a lot of people do an episode and quit, bro. I done had clients book me, and the only reason why I'm saying this is because this has happened multiple times. Yeah. I've had people book me and pay a good little bit of money. It depends on what you think a good little bit of money is, but a good little bit of money, shoot like 8-10 episodes, and none of them shit see the light of day.
Really?
Dead ass. Multiple people. Like, that's why I'm comfortable saying it, because nobody's gonna know who I'm talking about, because it's more than 5. Man. Like, so to see you still going right now, I'm always happy. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I catch every episode, but I catch most of your episodes for real though.
I appreciate it.
Like, even
man.
people I don't know. Like, I think one of my recent ones that I seen that I really liked was the one with Sir Cedric, just because just seeing him, like, you got this little weird ass style of podcasting that I like a lot. So like, just seeing Sir Cedric in that type of setting, just, I don't know, it was just interesting to me.
Look, I look at it too, like, sorry, I'm multitasking in my head. I look at it like I am creative in my head. I'm very outgoing. I like to introduce myself. I like to talk. I like to meet new people, and to be the comedy thing like opened up that. I'm like that no matter what if I'm around you regular. Mm-hmm. So like the comedy lane like opened up this communication network, and then this opportunity came from comedy, and taking that opportunity and running from it. That's the thing for me, man. I know I'm supposed to be seen somehow, some way, bigger than just like in my house. Not to say that like in an arrogant way or like I'm supposed to be this famous person or whatnot, but I have a lot of pride in my art. I think I'm creative enough to where I'm who I am too. I have such genuine conversation with a lot of people no matter where I am. It ain't even about podcasting. My old lady loves the fact, but sometimes she hates the fact that I cause her so much anxiety that no matter where we are, I can talk to whoever. Mm-hmm. If I really think that opportunities come to us and you must take a hold of them. It ain't got to be perfect, but let's say I didn't do it every week and at 81, this is gonna be episode 82 right here. Let's say I'm not at 82, even if I was at 41, it's still like, if it ain't nothing, just stop. But if it's something there, you gotta keep it ain't gotta be perfect, but you gotta put a little gas on it here and there. You gotta figure out where you actually idle at. Cause that's like I see Maine, I see CYTV, shout out to you guys. They each have their different aspects, but there'll be gas at certain times. You'll see them push their envelopes, not like trying to be better than anybody, but they being creative. You know what I'm saying? You can see that gas they doing. And you can tell when some people
I like
lay
that
off
perspective
of it.
that you have.
You know what I'm saying? So like, to me, doing my little different intros, doing my different little unique, trying to make that personal episodes. To me, that's my gas. As long as I know I'm gonna have fun on this one, that's all that's important. And yo, if I could do this every day and get paid for it, I really would. I'm not to say that's the goal yet, because I'm still figuring out a lot of what comes along with this, but it's easy.
I'm glad you said that. So that's another issue that I had with podcasting that I was talking about earlier. I never podcasted for money, for notoriety, any of that type of shit. I only podcasted because I like that shit. And I don't know if people know my background, but like I come from business. You know what I'm saying? I got them owned a couple businesses and shit. And this is the first time I did some shit I actually like for real. Yeah. Like, I never owned a business I really like. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, my first business was a cleaning business. I ain't really no cleaner for real. I'm gonna be honest. But the money was coming in. Yeah. I fucking brought sports cars and a fucking condo and all kind of shit. Yeah. The money was coming in. I was feeling good about life. But I ain't like that shit. I owned that business for like 2 years. I ain't like none of that shit. Yeah. But when I started podcasting, I love that shit. Like, that shit wasn't even about money. I ain't make no money. We used to record every Saturday at my house. Big King used to pull up with a bottle, and we would just, bro, that shit, I just look forward to that day every day. Like, me and one of my homeboys, we play cards every Friday night. I look forward to that day. I'm getting old. Like, I ain't who I used to be when I was young.
See, that's
like,
what I don't
like running around and shit.
We should do that. You should get like I don't know, man got some great ideas too, but I think we should have some fun as creators. We should record some fun, not to make it like, because I do respect man, and I do think as us as creators, we got to be professional. But I think we could have a couple drinks, and we could limit ourselves, play some cards. We could have some like normal, just chop it up bullshit engagement, and create some content behind the scenes type of stuff or whatnot. And
slick like a content house.
Yeah. Well,
actually, I think I can set that up.
Podcast episode. Yeah.
I think I can set that up.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
a lot of networks going.
You just gave me a good ass idea. I am gonna set that up. Me and Maine every year we do a yearly end of the year episode. We slick got it from Charlamagne and Joe Budden. They used to do that shit. Yeah. This year I think I want to do that with me, you, Maine, and CY.
Okay, I'm game.
I never even met CY neither.
You ain't? He's cool, man. He's cool. He's cool. Yeah. I learned a lot about him since meeting him, and he's got some credible sports records. Apparently, he can play basketball pretty well. I see him out there with the courts and whatnot. They got a good group out there, but apparently, I lost to Maine because I allowed him to go further than the number I beat him on. So I lost on the court with Maine, so I can't give myself a credible podcast basketball name anymore. But shout out to Maine for beating me. I have to accept that loss. You know, and I went to, Maine told me that. He's like, nah, man, you ain't beat me because you let me go further and then I beat you. And you just don't get the credit at 7 because I gave you 6.
Bro, you ever seen my basketball vlogs?
Some.
Bro, those shits is hilarious. I got to bring them back too, bro. I used to call them the Unk Leagues, bro. Them shits is funny as hell, bro. Bro, what people don't understand about that shit is my homeboys in them videos, like, really think they can hoop for real. Yeah. That's what make it funny. Like, they not like the people that got them, you know, be like in the alumni games. Like, they can really hoop. But like, my homeboys really think they can hoop and they trash as fuck. That shit is hilarious, dog.
I think I can play, but if I'm honest, the only thing I do is add Adderall energy on defense. That's it.
Okay. So you like, when I was in college, right? They used to call them the courts. I went to Georgia Southern. They used to call them the courts. The first court was where like all the people in the whole school really could hoop, right? And like, I remember my first day of school, somebody undercut me when I was dunking. I was mad as hell, and I was like, man, I ain't playing with you dumbass niggas no more. The other courts was always like the sorry ass white boys.
I ain't gonna say I was sorry, but I say if we played the here's where I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you. Here's what be my game. I think that I have enough energy. This is no bullshit. This is not, y'all can...
I already know what you about to explain.
You can kiss my ass if y'all think I'm not game.
I know what you about to explain. Go ahead.
If I could like try out for an NBA practice team and get paid for it and like make $100,000 a year, bro, I could play full court all day long. and play defense all day long. You wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't wear down before most folks. And I don't give a fuck what Maine know he burned some goddamn calories fucking playing around with me. That motherfucker, I'll stretch you thin.
I don't like playing with people that play like.
But I'm just saying, like, I have that much energy to where, like, if motherfuckers play half court, oh, bro.
Yeah.
And like, man, we play full court. I am running you down. And then by the end of the game, I got so much energy. You tired? I'm cutting those fast breaks to where I'm getting those opportunities to lay up. That's where I make my contribution on offense.
Yeah.
But if I got people on me, bro, I ain't shooting. I'm passing. Hell no. Pressure in the game, I got to get two set, and I need, because I am white, I can't jump but so high. And then when people come at different angles, to me, I just don't have the hand-eye coordination to trust that shot in like a... So I need a little room.
Hey, bro, everything you describing is a trash-ass basketball.
Right. But I can play some defense. I'd be worth it. I'd be worth $100,000 on the practice squad. Hell yeah.
Hell nah.
Yeah. I'm Steve Nash out there, the opposite way.
Hey, bro, you know what I call that shit?
Trash.
I'm gonna say the name too, bro. Bro, when I was in high school, bro, it was this white kid, dog. He played on the basketball team. His name was Gardner Pimpin. I'll never forget, bro. So I always call it the Gardner Pimpin effect. And basically, his parents was like on the booster club and shit. He was trash as hell, but he had good ass defense.
Yeah.
But he was trash as hell.
That's me.
He made the team every year, and I used to be like, "Why the fuck?" Like, I ain't play ball.
So you don't think you need?
Well, I played ball, but I didn't try out for the team and shit and want to play.
You don't think you need like a Dennis Rodman type of energy,
bro?
Even though I'm small,
I ain't gonna lie. That type of player that you describing ain't Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is like an overall defensive rebounding, like that player that player you describing is just.
I'm not playing zone. I'm playing man to man.
It's just a white boy with good lungs that's really supposed to be like in track and field and shit.
Yeah, I'm smoking a Newport. Y'all take a break. I'm smoking a Newport.
Yeah, he really supposed to be in like track and field and shit. Like he got good lungs and shit, and like he just got a lot of hustle and like a lot of heart too. Like he the type, like, if you still off on him in a game, he'll look at the ref and be like, tech. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do wish
he'll take the flagrants.
I wish I got to play more. I didn't get to play in any sports in school. I got to get on the football field, but I wasn't. But like one play, and that was it. The rest of the time, I was a cheerleader. I didn't get to do much, man. I was a small man.
You was a cheerleader for your friends and shit?
Well, I think, I wasn't 100 pounds at 16.
Yeah. That's small as hell. I was small too. I was bigger than you though. I was like 130, 140.
There's one play. I only got to play 2 plays in a high school game. One play, I was outside linebacker, and I was watching
you played football? You was 100 pounds?
Well, I was probably like, no. Well, at this point, I'm up here. I'm in 11th grade. I think I'm like 17. So I'm probably like 120, 110 at most, 115 at most.
Fuck no.
Right? So, dude, they got the pitch out, right? He pitched it out, rolled out, pitched out to him, was on the outside. So I'm already on the thing. And like I'm going this way. I'm making my momentum to the sideline, watching him go out, trying to sneak past. And I thought that my momentum was going like, grab and take him out. That motherfucker grabbed and I just went over. But I caught them legs at the end, he run the shit out of me. But I got them legs. And that was my only tackle. That was it. I never got to play again.
Bro, you want to hear my horrible football story?
Yeah.
Bro, I played football one time. I played 2 games. My first game, this is the only, because I'm a basketball player. When I played basketball, bro, I averaged like a little over 20-something points, right? My mom never went to one of my games.
Yeah.
But I got a great mom, though. Like, real great mom. I'm not saying like nothing bad about her.
She's just at work.
But yeah. My mom a soldier. You know what I'm saying?
She at work.
So yeah. So she just couldn't make none of my games. But for some reason, the first football game of the season, she came to that game. Bro, I had 3 receptions for like 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
But you know what the kicker is?
What?
I didn't get tackled the whole game.
None,
not one time.
Damn.
So I'm thinking I'm good as fucking football.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I'm slick Randy Moss. The next game, bro, it's the first drive of the game. I go on a slant. I jump up. I grab the ball. One person hits me over the top. The other person hits my legs. I do fucking 2 somersaults.
Damn.
Get a fucking concussion. Bro, I never play that bullshit again, bro.
Damn, that's a
you know you out for like a week or 2?
Yeah.
Bro, the coach came to the bench. I stayed on the bench though because I knew we was going to win the championship.
Yeah.
So the coach came to the bench and was like, come on, get in. I'm like, hell no.
I just
I sat on the bench the rest of the season, bro.
Same here.
And I never played that bullshit again.
I wish I could have played basketball. I learned how to play basketball in juvie for real. And that's the hard part of being an adult now and understanding the game. I can't play it like juvie. I can't play it like, where there are fouls. There are limits to playing out there on the court. You can't just be doing this shit over and over and over.
What juvie you went to?
Juvie?
Yeah.
A bunch of different places.
You ever went to the one here?
Yeah.
On Mike Pageant?
Yeah.
Bro, was they really stealing people's shoes in there?
Yeah. Well, so in Augusta, YDC is a pod system. So imagine the table is a fenced-in corridor. It's in front of the county jail, but it's all fenced in. You have like pods. Like this is a pod and it's open bed layout, or this is a pod open bed layout. You got bathroom, showers, and then beds.
Hold on, what you mean a pod but open bed layout?
All right, so this is a structure.
That's a dorm, right?
This is a structure. This is in itself is the cell. This whole house is your cell. There is no bars or walls inside this pod. You get locked in this door. You got an entertainment room in one area. You got bathrooms and showers in one area, and you got beds and bunks.
How many people we talking to each pod?
Ooh, see, when I was there, it was difficult. The pod I kept going to would fluctuate, but at one point, I think we was like 30 kids deep, 25 kids deep, something like that. And this one dude...
That's still a dorm, bro.
Yo, this one dude was big as fuck one night, and he just got pissed off, and he fucking took that big-ass foot and busted open that fucking door. And, like, everybody just scattered. And it's open field.
Yeah.
So you would go, like, you'd walk to the school area, you get locked in the school area for the day, y'all start doing your classes, everybody, it's still like you going to jail everywhere you go, but the place you went to cells there is when you went to solitude. When you got in trouble and shit, that's when you went to a cell. Mm-hmm. But, like, Gainesville, RYDC was not like that. Gainesville, for most juveniles in the country and stuff, you get shipped to an area if you need to be held ahead of court. And that place is a pod, like a pod, like a real jail that's got corridors and pods. Mm-hmm. This is like you're in here, there's a pod here, there's a pod here, and you separated in buildings, and it's open. You got to come out that building and walk to go eat lunch. You got to walk to go. So you walking across. It's like a boot camp, but it's still jail. It's just and they ain't no joke there. That's where if you do some shit, you going to get charged for an adult. You gonna be there. All right,
so let me ask you one more question. Don't forget your train of thought, though.
They stages.
The people, because in juvie is different than like regular grown man jail. So the people that's coming in and coming out, which is a lot of kids, like daily.
Yeah.
Where do they go to? Inside the jail.
So if you're going in regular, it's more like a county jail, which is a juvenile holding facility. Which is the other. When you're going on Mike Pageant, you got one that's directly on the main road. That's the pod system like you see on TV in county for like 90 days in. Mm-hmm. That's what them kids be in.
Okay.
It's like a pod like that where the table's got a checkerboard right here and everything's plastic and everything you got a metal pod and everything's metal. It's like county jail. The bad thing about those is like where they going versus like the boot camps I went to, even like Augusta, seeing some of that transition from shit going down in the actual school versus you in the jail kind of school, or you getting to go to a basketball court and you get to walk outside in the open and like move around in like some sort of routine versus just be in a building all day like some of these other places like the holding facility up front. It'll change you mentally. It affects kids a lot. It's one thing to make a mistake. This is what it's hard to deal with. I think the kids, you make a mistake and then you got to go to a place, depending on your mindset, might teach you some shit you don't need to learn, or you feel a lot more remorse than you realize because it's such an extreme. Mm-hmm. And, and it's hard to deal with what you adding on to the punishment. And like the place I went to, there's a couple boot camps I got kicked out before I went to Augusta, and I talk about this regularly on the podcast, but that one camp was all right. I didn't graduate, so I served a year date to date, and it was up in the mountains. But that's also where a guy, Travis Parker, got killed, and them guys got away with like probation and shit like that due to they try to just. It's a difficult conversation, but mm-hmm. they would restrain you out there, and they have legal last minute resorts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Measures to restrain a child in a fit, so to speak, right? Let's put it.
Tommy, let's bring it back though. I asked you.
I done forgot. I've been drinking. Shit.
I know, bro.
What was the question?
Let's bring it back.
Bring it back.
I asked you, was they really stealing shoes?
Shoes. Yeah,
in
bro.
YDC on Mike Pageant.
If you're talking about the holding facility, I'm talking about the main one, not the upfront holding facility where you go before you go to court.
Yeah.
There's two different ones right there. Yes, you get your shit stolen in bunks.
Why though? Like,
it's
what
currency.
was they on?
It's currency.
All right, so if they kept stealing people's shoes, why didn't they just start giving out the Bob Sanders?
That's what we had. In that place particularly, the only place I didn't have Bob Sanders was the boot camps.
Nah, I thought YDC out here, you wore your regular shoes. The shoes you came in with.
In where? In the YDC or RYDC?
I don't know the difference.
Fuck. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. I ain't gonna look it up. It's something music. But one of them up front, the RYDC is up front. That's more like your county jail. Mm-hmm. The one that's it's stated to you, you are like, you in county jail, but you still not. I don't know which one of those. I don't know if it's been a while since I was in those. So don't get me wrong. We talking about 20 years.
Oh, so basically you telling me that you never been to the part of YDC that goddamn you can wear your regular shoes at?
Nope. Only in the boot camps. Everywhere I had to go, I had to wear the Bob Barkers.
Okay.
When I was in like Gainesville with a holding like the RYDCs in Gainesville for the children, for the kids before you would like get sentenced or sent somewhere from that area or out of state or whatever.
It's called diagnostics.
Yeah, it's like like let's say you got sentenced, you got 30 days before you get transferred. You're going to go back to Gainesville and then get shipped wherever you going.
Yeah, that's diagnostics.
Yeah, diagnostics. It's been a long time, man. All I remember is they used to stick that Q-tip in your dick and that shit was, whoa.
That's an STD test.
Man, fuck that shit.
You don't have to do that nowadays. That's outdated as hell.
Yeah, that shit. And then, like, me and my brothers was
That's the first time I ever got an STD test, too, though. What you talking about?
Yo, me too, because, like, before, like, I did the first year boot camp, and then, like, I done a bunch of those juvenile stretches where it was, like, 30 days, and I just sentenced this there and this, that, and third. But when I got up there, yeah, it's different. Some of these environments was, compared to Augusta, they were coddled. Mm-hmm. The boot camps, I got to bring my own shit. Or like, you know, I had a list I had to fulfill to stay for the year. But yeah, I sold a Fifi for chips and like commissary. A Fifi is like a glove pocket, a glove pussy. You know,
and you put lotion in it.
That was a real thing. That type of, you would sell commissary for game time.
So
like,
what you used to do, you take the socks and put the glove inside the socks, wrap it around, and make it into a cone shape.
You'll put the glove inside and wrap that. A lot of people use socks, but you get a sock and you get a washcloth. You fold it up a certain way with that triangle, and you tuck it real tight and tie it up, and then you got that glove inside, and you're supposed to put lotion inside that on the back end, and you go. Some of them heat them up if you can get the opportunity to heat that bitch up and shit like that. But yeah, you can make those motherfuckers and make a lick in there. Or not a lick, but you know, get some shit up.
Yeah, whenever you start talking about jail and you start talking about the things you got to do because you can't be around women, that's when it start getting super sad.
Yo, that's why I like a pocket pussy now.
Oh, no, you tripping.
Nah, man. And that girl, look, y'all, I make jokes about it now with the lesbians. Like, I'm on the silicone team. I ain't going to deny it no longer. Because my old lady like using it. So it's not just a me thing. If I get to play and have fun with these toys, we gonna enjoy ourselves. We gonna be married. We cut for life. I'm about to make.
See, that's where I think that sex shit get weird. Like when you start bringing toys and shit, like you too deep in your bag.
Bro, you ain't never ziplock a hoe?
No, bro. Like you know what ethical sex is? Me and Big King crack that joke all the time on my podcast.
What's ethical sex? I've heard what ethics are. That's when you use a fork and a knife.
Well, I mean ethical porn. So like ethical porn.
I ain't walking no ethical porn.
Ethical porn is basically where like it's a guy and a girl, but he's asking her for permission with everything that he does. Yeah, and like they only do like nice wholesome shit. Like I feel like that's how I feel about sex and shit. Like,
okay, but understandable, and I agreed. Now these are two different conversations I'm coming from. Now I'm at that stage because I respect my lady. Right? It is about respect because if we're gonna have some fun, and if you ain't game with it, I got to realize you ain't game with it. You know what I'm saying? So it is about respect.
Yeah.
But some of Don't be mad at me. But babe, some of these motherfuckers in the past, they didn't give a fuck. And shooting was better than asking, if that makes sense. Go shooting your shot and what you wanted to do or where it was going already. Man, you talking like this, I'm gonna do what I want to then. Ain't no reason for me to hold back. Maybe that's flawed. I don't know. I think that you're supposed to, if you get opportunities to enjoy yourself that way, shit, you're supposed to, man. I ain't talking about no Diddy shit where you getting butt fucked with lube and oil all day long.
Whoa.
You know, whatever Punisher was punishing, that's
no Diddy.
But if you and the lady agree that she wants some toys or y'all, that's between y'all. But if pocket pussy, man, shit, better than
Nah, but basically what I'm saying though
Shit.
is like, I feel like sex ain't really that important to me. Like, I'ma have sex for sure, but like it ain't like one of my favorite things to do. It ain't even my top 5 favorite things to do.
I don't know about that. I'm white.
See, it ain't like okay, list me your top 3 favorite things to do.
Oh, top 3 favorite things to do?
In life in general. Don't say no generic shit like hanging out with your kids and shit. Give me like your favorite things to do. And I'm not saying you don't love your kids. Please don't take that the wrong way.
I was gonna say that shit too.
I know you was.
But,
I'm just saying, like, you ain't gotta be in that bag right now. Just your favoriteest things to do. 'Cause your kid's older too. How old your son is? You got a baby?
No, he's about to turn 3 next year. He's 2.
Oh yeah, so he's still a baby. Okay, so you can put him on the list because he's still a baby.
But if I don't include the kids, I'll still leave the kids out just for the sake of argument.
Okay.
First off, right now in my mental space is gonna be running. The fact that it's cold right now is fucking me up, but running. I enjoy running.
That's number 1?
Not number 1, but it's up there in the top 3.
Okay. So no order. You just about to give him no order.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give them. If I could have some time to finish some ideas drawing and getting that mental load off of what I've been curating, that'd be another one. Is drawing. And third,
running, drawing. Okay. You still ain't said sex. I'm proud of you.
Well, that's where I'm gonna go next, probably. I was trying not to.
I was just proud of you, man.
I was trying to go like generic crappy too and say like coffee, but then I'm like, bitch, I ain't taking.
All right, coffee or sex?
It depends. Right now,
no, coffee or sex.
In this mental state of like an hour and a half of sleep after all last night, coffee.
See what I'm saying?
Coffee.
I think you'll pick coffee in most scenarios.
Yeah, but
because coffee is the most addictive drug.
Yeah, but if my old lady ready to go and she hey, if I hear that water fountain splash, I'm getting to it, baby. We gonna have some fun.
But you know why I just asked you that? Because like when you really sit down and ask somebody, like most people most favorite things to do ain't really sex.
You right.
They just think it is because sex is just so powerful.
Well, I've been talking to my therapist about this shit, and like I ain't gonna say I'm a sex addict. But I do feel like it is extra. I ain't gonna say the right word. It is an extension of our stress at times. That's why sometimes it is a relief you're looking for just to get you back at base, right? And that then those things start to add up, and you start to do it too much, and then it's become the habit, and this, that, and the third. You can't. But you know, being aware of yourself and what. I think that's the difference. You got to be aware, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind, you know, I'll tell my old lady straight up, I'm about to go rub one out. I know you ain't gonna give me nothing, right? It seems like I ain't gonna get shit this week. I'm going to tear this pussy up, you know what I'm saying? Make her jealous, you know what I'm saying? But
Stupid.
But I think that's not, I got calloused hands, fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck, but you know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna use
I ain't gonna lie, if I had rough hands, I wouldn't jack, dog.
Nah.
That's one thing I don't play, bro.
Yeah.
I don't play that rough hand shit.
I think it's like practice makes it perfect in the sense of long term.
Yeah, I mean, you still got to jack.
Long term, you got to keep it strong, baby.
Yeah, you got to keep the muscle. You got to keep the muscle right.
Running. I try to stay away from sex by saying running, just keeping the heart. That was my.
Yeah.
Hey.
But see,
I need your 3 too though. I want your 3.
Oh, my 3. I could probably give you 5.
5.
Right now in my life, I'm 35 years old now. Right now in my life, D's is my number 1. I don't know what it is. I don't have an addictive personality.
Hey, what are you smoking right now, though?
This is a Padron 7000. This is my favorite fucking cigar. My favorite cigar. I cannot get over these fucking cigars. I don't know what it is. I've never been addicted to nothing. Like, I started smoking weed when I was 13, and I quit when I was like 20. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 15, and I think I quit when I was 20. I quit both of them cold turkey at the same time. And that shit wasn't really that hard to me. Cigars, sometimes I'll be like, I'm going to slow down. And I slow down for a little while, and I'll be like, you know what? Life sucks when I don't smoke cigars. So cigars got to be my number one. I think that's the number one thing I like, dog. Cigars. I love cigars.
I had a stretch with them. I ain't trying to cut you off, but I like them. You said I had a Perdomo.
I like Perdomos. I like Perdomo 20th anniversary. Yes,
that's the one I like.
I like Perdomo 20th. I always recommend Perdomo 10th anniversaries. It tastes like champagne a little bit. It's a very light, mild cigar, a super mild cigar. If you don't smoke cigars for real, but you're trying to get into cigars, that's the cigar I always recommend, because you don't really want to start out with sweet cigars. Sweet cigars slick taste like hookahs. Like, you don't really want to fuck with them. But I like heavy cigars. I started out off rip. First time I ever smoked a cigar was in Miami, and I met a guy that was with this very attractive prostitute. And the first cigar I ever smoked.
How much you pay?
He had already paid for it.
Oh.
And the first cigar I ever smoked was a Brick House. So every once in a while I just smoke a Brick House, just like. But I love Brick House Maduros. Brick House Maduro is a really good cigar. But so cigars is number one. Number two is hot wings.
Hot wings.
I'm gonna eat hot wings my entire fucking life. That's like I used to really be, like, you probably can't tell now, but I used to really be in my fitness bag. That's why if you go to my YouTube channel, I'm super skinny on that motherfucker. Bruh, the month before I took that picture, I was like 240 pounds. Bruh, I fucking lost 25 pounds in a month and took that picture.
Yeah, I was talking shit on the live today, but you look a little slimmer than last time you was on.
You think right now?
Yeah, I think
people keep telling me that.
You look slim.
I didn't do nothing.
I was talking shit because Maine showed me a picture of y'all back in the day a couple weeks ago, and I was like, damn, y'all really was slim, and both of y'all was. Not just slim, but you was too, motherfucker.
Did you see the pictures when I first started podcasting, though?
Yeah, I think that's what he was showing me. Y'all both was real thin. Y'all was a lot. Both of y'all gained some weight.
Yeah, bro, Maine tell the story all the time. Like, when we first started podcasting, when we first time we met, we did a podcast at ASU. I had on like a Tommy Hilfiger like fucking raincoat and like 3 gold chains, and I had a fucking low haircut, and like I was just a totally different type of nigga.
Yeah.
And like the person who I am now is like night and day. Different. And like you could just kind of tell, like, a lot of people think like I got in my earthy bag. I don't be on that earthy woke shit, none of that shit. I don't fuck with none of that type of shit. But so hot wings number 2.
Hot wings number 2.
Number 3, actually doing it right now.
Drinking.
I love drinking. But let me tell you the thing about drinking though. I got a love-hate relationship with drinking. Like, I was just telling somebody this yesterday. I got notes in my phone. I'll show you them too. Like, whenever I think about something that's a good topic, I write it down. So like, but I delete them too as I talk about them. So like right now it's probably like 7 or 8 of them, right? One of them is drinking in your 30s. So this is my thing about drinking in your 30s, right? Like last weekend was the Cash Money versus No Limit versus.
Yeah.
I got super drunk with my homeboy, but he had to work at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
So my bad.
Are you good?
So he wasn't drinking like he normally drink, but that nigga drank a lot.
Yeah.
He drinks a lot. And after I got done drinking with him, I was like, bro, I can't keep up with him no more. I'm fucking 35 years old. He's the same age as me. Yeah. But he like that shit a little bit more than me. Like, I be needing a little break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't with drinking like how you.
3, drinking. Y'all was you said your buddy with your buddy drinking. He drinks a lot of the No Limit and
yeah. So he drinks a lot, and I noticed in your mid 30s. I don't know how it's gonna be in like late 30s, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be even worse. Mm-hmm. But like the hangovers hit different. Like
I don't get them.
They last like 2 days sometimes, and like you be dehydrated. Then you be having diarrhea, you be having textures coming out, and it just ain't the same. So like you gotta really like slow down with the drinking. Like now I came over here at noon, and me and you drinking this whiskey, and I love whiskey. I can drink whiskey like it's fucking Kool-Aid. I love whiskey. I can drink whiskey all day.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Catch you, bite you in the back
but it dehydrates me.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I got some water. I'm gonna drink my water when we get done. I got some work I got to do today.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my work, and since you already got me drinking, I'm probably gonna drink some more tonight. I didn't plan on drinking. This was my break. I ain't drank since the verses.
And see, this is crazy. You done got me talking about what I love, and I ain't mean to cut you off from We're Gonna Number, but I'm feeling so good right now. I'm probably gonna go for a run after this.
Yeah.
I might still go for a run.
I don't see how y'all do them drunk runs.
I ain't necessarily drunk right now. I think I'm.
But you feeling good though?
Yes.
Cause you probably ain't ate today. I ain't ate today.
And I've been up legit. I didn't get home from the show last night. I walked in the door at 4:30 this morning. I laid down in bed about 5. Maven got us. Maven started making noise about 6:30, and I finally just got on up at like 7:15, something like that. But so I'm running on fumes. So like, and that, we was talking about earlier, like Adderall and stuff. Like going from what I would say back in the day, I love Adderall. Now I don't say I love it. Like you were saying, like some things we don't think we love, like sex, and that, and third.
Yeah.
I can see how it's changed, and that, man, I can still do it. I can that little piece I'll take to last me through the rest of the day. I'll run 3 miles. And be after this drink, still smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Keep going though. I think that the drinking is an attribute for our health now. I do think that I'm not an advocate for it because I know I don't need it. I know how I am if I continue to drink. But I think that consuming a little bit of alcohol, letting that alcohol get through your system, and having those the alcohol itself and how they brew it and how that chemical is going through you cleans you out a little bit. It is important though. Digestive wise, they talk about the wine shit. I like that wine theory. A glass of wine a day will keep the doctor away or whatnot like that. Mm-hmm. But same shit though. They got alcohol helps you too. It's a home remedy or whatever back in the day to fix shit. Yeah.
I love drinking. That's number 3. Number 4 is fast cars.
Fast cars.
I love me a fast car. Like, I'm just a sports car type of guy, dog. Like, I don't like cars as much as I used to.
Name it though, right now. Fastest one you've thought recently that you like.
I
should make
I
a
really don't
stock car.
I really don't want to say, dog.
No?
I don't want to say because I don't like this car.
That's
but
okay.
I love driving it.
That's what, the Challenger?
Yes, them fucking Scat Packs. I love them motherfuckers, bro. I love them shits. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I don't like the car, and I had a Challenger before. I don't, bro. I don't like them shits, but like, yeah, bro. Them bitches go. Just like I don't really like them new Z06 Corvettes. I don't really like them neither, but I like driving them. I like them Mustangs. I'm not a Mustang guy. I'm a Chevy guy. But I like Mustangs. My mama had a Mustang when I was young, and her first car ever was a Mustang. So,
yeah.
And she had it in the yard when she was in the military. Because I don't know if I said my mama, she a soldier. So.
My brother, you said she was a soldier? Let me make sure I got the right one, too. Because I don't really. Clap it up for your mama. I don't.
My mama's soldier.
I don't,
And I don't believe in like pulling the phone out during podcasts, but my mom was texting me. I gotta text moms back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I tried to be a soldier. I tried.
What happened?
Nothing. We on 4. We on 4. We on 4.
All right. So number 5.
You done called me out once for sidetrack, motherfucker. Go ahead.
All right. Number 5. This is where shit get interesting, right? So number 5, when I was young, it used to be basketball. I used to love basketball. Like I ain't really like want to play on the team because I had a bad experience where like I moved to Kentucky, but I had went to jail the year before that, so my graduation year was off, and they wouldn't let me. They let me play one game, and I had like 21 points. I was happy as hell. I thought I was gonna like fucking make the state all-star team. Like everybody was hyping me up. Then like the rival school found out that my graduation year was another year, so I was just mad as fuck, right? So it used to be basketball. The 5 always switches. It used to be basketball. What else did it used to be? It used to be all kind of shit, dog. It switches all together. But I think sex probably 5.
Oh, so sex is up there, motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, I lied. I think
You
I lied,
lied.
bro. I lied. Sex is probably no. Sex is 6.
All right,
I know what I like more than sex.
Now look, I will say this:
Going to the beach. I like going to the beach more than sex.
1 through 4 can satisfy you above sex.
5 can too.
But I'm saying that.
I can go to the beach and not have sex.
All right, I'll say this. Let me rephrase that. I said running, art, then sex, pretty much. That's where.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. 5 used to be exercising.
But what I'm saying, like,
It's probably gonna get back.
If I know I can't get no pussy, and I came in here and started an artwork piece and like got my emotions or whatnot, I could probably soothe myself and like be satisfied by the end of it. Not to say it's gonna satisfy me sexually, but like I can find that peace by doing something I enjoy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If it ain't about just being frustrated, but if I go for that run, I can probably distract my ADHD enough to where I don't get fixated on.
See, I feel like that's a healthier way to relieve yourself than like masturbation. Like, let me tell you the pros and cons of masturbation. I tell people all the time. The number one pro of masturbation is once you masturbate, it literally like changes the chemical in your brain damn near, and it makes you like forget all that bullshit you was thinking before you released.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like all the bad shit you was gonna do before, you don't want to do no more. But the cons is
It's a fix.
the cons is like I remember the last time I did it, like I took a long ass nap afterwards, and like I had shit to do
Yesterday.
and took a long ass nap.
Yesterday. Baby was at daycare. Shit, mama was at work. Let's go. Round it out.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, you ain't nah.
I think everyone's got to have a limiter, and I ain't gonna lie. I see, I'm comfortable with being myself and talking how I want to talk and being myself on camera and putting this shit out. It don't bother me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But when I'm online and it might be I watch porn maybe 3 times a month, right? Let's just say, if that third time if I feel like yo, it ain't that I feel like I'm cheating, but I'd be like yo, these fucking online bitches ain't enough. 3 times in a row, nah, it's time for me to talk to mama.
Yeah.
We got to get something together, baby.
Yeah,
Baby,
that's what it do, too.
These ain't enough, bitch. Let's get something going. Let me pull that hair. Let me
Yeah.
get that bitch from the back. Like, we got to do something. But, like, I think that, it's healthy for you to deal with your shit on your own sometimes. Because sometimes when you get in relationships, though, it ain't that you can't or you don't want to. But if you long term, it don't always play out favorable always. And especially if that... I ain't saying shout out to all the ladies who deal with post-traumatic depression after a kid or whatnot, but you deal with certain stuff from certain ladies after pregnancies and after certain things where it can be challenging for men to connect with their ladies, and it causes tension and some of that shit I ain't gonna lie, some of that shit will save you if you go just beat one off, motherfucker, and chill out. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's one of the pros I was talking about.
But it is a problem. It can be a problem. It does change how you look. I think you gotta have that limiter though.
Yeah, but like I don't think it's more so the masturbation as I think it's more so the porn.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to get into my Ted Bundy bag because before Ted Bundy died, he was just going in talking about he did all that shit because of porn.
Yeah.
But like porn does like fuck you up psychologically. Like, so I had a situation with one of my homeboys' sons, no diddy, but he basically was telling me
Don't lube me up.
chill. He basically was telling me like how a girl, and he's super young, he's like in 6th grade.
Yeah.
But a girl was trying to do something sexually with him or whatever. And like I wasn't gonna have the sex talk with him because that's not my job, right?
Right.
But I was just telling him like, you did the right thing, like, take those things slow because I'm sure his dad would tell him also like one of the things like I kind of regret in life was like rushing into sex and doing a lot of things early that like probably would have been better if I just would have waited and did it later on. Like college, I just talked to one of my homeboys yesterday. College was supposed to be like a fun experience where like we did all this like fun shit, but like it was just another day in the office for me.
Yeah.
So
Man,
like I wish I would have slowed down.
But that's the other thing too, is like kids. We was talking. I forget who I was talking with. I think I was talking with my daughter or maybe a lady, and not this detail, but we talking in detail. But
Yeah.
the thing about now is like boys don't realize you can get agreements and admission from that girl at 16.
Yeah.
You can still be fucking her and somebody catch y'all, and it be her parent.
Correct.
And they can still take action on you for such regard that you took advantage of their kid. Now, and I'm saying this from experience, not to say. So I was beating down this girl in my biological father's bed, and his girlfriend caught me. Not the girl's family. She at my crib, you know, in the trailer park with a single wide trailer rolling through the wood. First time I done it was on a tree, in a pine, next to a pine tree, put up against that porcupine, you know. But you know, we got caught
that porcupine
we got caught in her bed for real. She walked in on us and like walked back out. Tommy, I went and kept going.
Yeah.
And I mean, I went long after. I knew I had to stop. I stopped, whatever. But then my biological father got there and was like, they ran me through the ringer about that shit. But like the girl was respectful enough to be like, yeah, we was in agreement, and like it wasn't forced. But like I'm blessed to have that situation. But I don't think many people realize how much they can get caught up by rushing that shit.
That could have been a bad situation.
Bad situation ready to happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Luckily, she just wanted to suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to stop neither. So it's a two-way street there. Yeah. I got away with that, but not away. I ain't do nothing wrong. Let me be clear. There is no allegations.
That's one thing we gotta like talk to the youth about, because when you're young, everybody got that male ego and they talk about it like it's just like some manly shit. Like,
no, it can't be.
But like, nah, you really gotta tell them like the psychological like things about sex.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really understand it as youth, but now it's our job to tell the youth like, hey, like you need to control those urges, and like it's more important things in life. Because like Charles Barkley say all the time, I say this quote all the time: the most fucked up thing about life is you don't really figure it out till you almost gone.
Yep. It's always last minute you start to realize some bullshit, and then you're like, oh man, I should have done it this way.
Yeah.
I should have.
So that's why you got to tell kids like where you fucked up at, because believe it or not, some of the motherfuckers really like that shit'll stick in their head. Like I remember instances in my life where people told me shit and it stuck in my head, and I was immature and dumb as a motherfucker, but it stuck in my head.
Think about all them school shooters. Think about, I'm not just trying to gentrify or not gentrify, wrong word. I'm not just trying to generically just blame it on white folks or like the white crazy people of this area, blame it on this area for them. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
But sex probably played a role. Sex in the sense of maybe not getting none, maybe the constant, I ain't gonna say intentional degrading, but jokes.
Probably more so just not seeing people like them.
There's a lot of stuff intimacy plays a role in. And that is, I don't think it's taken with a real quality anymore or a real attribute of a trait. It's just engagement of fun. Mm-hmm. And it is fun. It is, you know, you can really secure a soul tie with somebody if you really are honest and upfront with who you are in that space, but that's not for everybody.
Yes,
I think you still got to control who gets that piece of you. You know what I mean? And figuring that out is tough. But once you start laying pipe, goddammit, it's hard not to be a plumber. You know what I mean? It's hard to pull back out them systems. And I understand, but it is a factor in a lot of emotional state for the young youth, especially even the girls now. The girls have so much authority in a provocative manner that, yo, even as a dad, bro, I be like questioning myself now, like, bitch, why you want to wear this? And it's like, oh, I can't say this. She supposed to be allowed to wear
Big King told me some real shit yesterday, and that's why we about to start the podcast back next weekend, bro. Big King told me some real shit yesterday. Big King said that feminism has changed. Feminism nowadays is basically the women's ideal of what the fuck they think a trash ass man is, and now they want to be that also.
That's a good perspective. Yeah, that's not a bad perspective. It's crazy how it shifts.
Yeah. Cause it's like
we went from Anne Frank and a goddamn addict to this.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, when you think about it, like, I don't know if women know this, but I'm about to tell them right now, like, we've always viewed y'all a certain way and put certain things on y'all because we've always thought y'all was better than us. So when you come to a point where you want to be just like these trash ass motherfuckers out here, like, now you're not better than us, so now we looking like, what the fuck is going on? Like I've always looked at this woman like she was better than me. She thinks better than me. Like her emotional IQ is higher. Like all this type of thing.
I still think about that now as my wife. Shit, what you talking about?
Yeah. So like Now, if you want to be Future and you want to run around here and be sexually liberated and you want to have sex with whoever you want to, you don't want to be judged, and you want to do all these other things that you think a man is, which that's not a man. Us as men, we have different morals and values that you probably don't even think about half the times. But your ideal of a man, you don't want to be judged and you don't want to have double standards. I fucking hate that double standard shit. It's like, now you're not better than us. Now you put yourself on the same field, and it's like, do you really be on the same field? Do you really want men and women fighting together in rings?
I heard a good comparison this week that was, women want love and men want peace.
Yeah, I agree.
We willing to provide love and security for that feeling. But at the same time, we looking for that clarity of comfort, security, and peace. Mm-hmm. I think that was I don't know, man. There's a lot of, on social media, you got men speaking up about how a lot of men deal with trying to communicate and not being heard and like just being sidetracked, and a lot of, I don't know what feminist means. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what half these words, some of this like labels are, but if you talk to your old lady and you bring up a problem and it becomes an issue in that problem, and then now we talking about you taking a hold and accountability of her feelings and addressing her feelings, and now that becomes the problem, and you continue to roll past your problems, you are only neglecting the male being honest about his problems. And there's that's the best way I can explain it. And some of these guys are having these great dialogues about this, and I think that ultimately it comes down to communication and vulnerability within who you fucking with. And if you ain't willing to be honest and vulnerable, you ain't really gonna get your all out of anything.
I agree.
And that's even with this, like with the podcast we talked about a little earlier, of like, you know, me being consistent and giving me my, you know, my flowers, which I appreciate, but like the
authenticity.
Yeah, that word, of the relationships that I've made and the interactions that I've made to be able to talk about different avenues and have different guests on. I'm very grateful for it, just based on the authenticity. And that in itself is kind of correlation to it all, because if you ain't vulnerable and sincere with the shit, you ain't gonna get what you getting out of it. And it's just, you got to take the opportunities when they come, man. And even if it's just pussy, even if it's just sex, even if it's a cigar, even if it's the artwork, but you got to be fair about who you fucking with. Even though.
Hey, Tommy, I fuck with you, bro.
I'm wisdom, bro.
I fuck with you, but I joked on you the main one time.
I don't care.
Can I tell you though?
Yeah, say it.
You're not gonna get mad at me?
Cheers. Cheers.
You're not gonna get mad at me, right?
No.
This the only time I ever joked on you too.
First off, how you supposed to get mad at somebody being honest about joking on somebody they don't realize you realizing otherwise? So why should I take that personally?
It's a friendly joke though.
Either way, it shouldn't be personal.
But like I told you, I'm a fan of your podcast, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed something.
What's up?
You can't read good.
I can't, bro. That ain't joking on me. I know this.
Bro, I caught you a couple times on your pod and I was like, damn, Tommy can't read.
Y'all think I be playing. They really think I be playing.
Hey, I told Bane, I said, hey, bro, next time I do a pod with Tommy, I'm going to have him read a page of The Cat in the Hat like 50 Cent said.
Hey, that's what it's like sometimes. Look, so like there are some people who are built, I do think there are unique individuals like me, and I say that in a confident way, because I don't think a lot of people will just go anywhere like me and just talk to whoever. It might not be with small talk, but I don't have no problem speaking up to anybody I meet anywhere. And I like being myself no matter where I go. That is unique. If that comes with me not being able to read, bitch, I'll take that. I done made it this far without being able to read, but I'm a tape measure boy. Like, don't get me wrong. You give me something to do and some work with my hands and a tape measure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Bro, I was going to tell you earlier, like, before we start recording, we was talking about Adderall and ADHD, right?
Yeah, work. Yeah, all the shit, yeah.
Yeah, like, that's slick your superpower.
It really is, but then it's a crutch. I've told you I've winged down on it, right? I don't really see it as a crutch, because like it's what makes you. Health it is. That's why I go down on it. When I took that theory. I do a lot of, I can read. Don't get it twisted. I've read a lot of.
Yeah. I was joking, bro.
No. It is hard. The joke's fine because it is hard.
Yeah.
I've read some serious books up here on the shelf and I'm very proudful of it, but I might have to read them 3 or 4 times for real to understand, have to read a page and take me forever to understand all the words in it and then get through the whole book or that chapter and go back and read it again.
Well, that's a different subject.
But
that's comprehending.
Yeah, but that's
reading isn't comprehending.
Well, in general, some of these things are about the brain. And I'm doing my therapy and stuff and learning a little bit more about myself in life. And that is something. And the more I research Adderall, research these drugs or what, I don't deny I have ADHD, ADD, whichever one they want to lay me as. But I ain't no crazy person. I think there is that need for me to regulate, if that makes sense. When I'm not on Adderall, I'm very bland. I'm very unorganized, kind of not frantic, but my brain's imagine water all over the place and it takes you a little bit to get over here and it takes you a little bit to get over here, but you got so much energy, but you ain't being productive. Your shit's not in your brain. It ain't running.
But that's
together.
why I said it's your superpower. It's what makes you different.
But I don't like it. I don't think it's the older you get, like we were talking about the age and all how I feel on it. I don't need as much as what the doctors think they do, and I don't try to take that much. I think that a lot of people don't. I got addictive brothers who went through those type of pill addictions and everything, and I look at that and looking back on it as an adult and having these research nights or research things I'm doing in my head and figuring out what's good for me. Less is better. Less is enough.
Yeah, but the reason why I say it's your superpower is because
I ain't no superhero. I'm 145 pounds, motherfucker.
But it's still your superpower though. So a conversation is supposed to go in a straight line, right? And I always say this every time in my life when I got into it with women because I don't argue with women. That's not my thing. So
I will, bro.
Nah, I don't argue. I don't argue with no woman.
That's when I leave. When I got a major pain with her, I'm gone.
Nah. I don't do that with women. So I always tell them a conversation's supposed to go in a straight line, right? We're supposed to start here. We're supposed to keep going. If you keep stopping here and backpedaling, we're not having a conversation no more. That's where arguments start.
That's what you're saying I'm doing?
No. I'm about to get to it.
No.
So basically, how you have conversations. It's kind of like this. It's not a straight line. But you also don't go back. So I asked you earlier, do they be stealing people's shoes at YDC?
I went on a whole rant.
You start doing this.
Yeah.
That's your superpower though. You start, going down another rabbit hole, but it makes it interesting. That's why it's your superpower, because it makes it interesting, because it's not straight line. When I had conversations, it's kind of straight line, but it's kind of this a little bit, because I'm trying to in my podcast specifically, I'll present a topic like Diddy, but I'll present it a different way than just talking about a Diddy case. Yeah. I'll approach a topic talking about Diddy, talking about over-sexuality, like we was just talking about, right? I'll talk about over-sexuality. That's my way of pivoting in conversations.
I'll pull that bitch out of Cat in the Hat. I'll pull that bitch out of sales at Walmart.
See what I'm saying?
Now. Shit.
And that's what makes it interesting though. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, podcasts where they just talk about topics and they just stick to the topic, they move to the next topic, talk about the topic, that shit's boring to me. I like Joe Rogan. They talk about some shit and they get in rabbit holes and they talk about one thing, next thing you know, they just randomly start talking about dinosaurs in the Ice Age, which is my favorite topic in the world.
Well, you say that. See, and this is where, this is how I have these conversations, what my background looks like, what my aesthetics is. I get a lot of praise for it. This is my brain.
Yeah.
How I communicate here in this podcast, that's how I am in my head. I am getting to showcase it, right?
Correct.
But
I can tell.
At the same time, this is an opportunity too, and I don't take it lightly. I do try to learn, when so grateful for Jermaine. I say it for real, because he is a real pleasure to have in my life. After I don't have anyone up here, so to have someone that it is okay for him to be himself and still be a great man, and it isn't about It ain't about being the label. It's about finding the qualities we need to provide for our kids, to provide for our ideals, for what we want to do, for how we want to achieve in life. Same for you, meeting you, all these opportunities. But then like I get to meet like for the Butterflies of Blue Foundation, getting to talk with those ladies and having this conversation about women and young girls and getting to understand my daughter more. Shout out to Aaron Kinzer, having him on, getting to talk and be vulnerable with like a solitude conversation with someone who's been to prison and can really understand what a solitude time can do to a juvenile.
Yes.
And like having these personal conversations have given me more opportunity to grow with this wavelength, because to me, if it wasn't for Maine, if it wasn't for Sir Cedric, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for these relationships I build and being who I am, I ain't getting nowhere. This ain't happening.
Yeah.
So I forget where we was going with this. I done got drunk. You done fucked my whole wavelength up. But
my bad, bro.
I really do enjoy where it's gone, is what I'm getting at. I do enjoy, since I've been doing the podcast, I've gotten back into running more regularly and achieving these goals. It's improved my relationship with my wife. It's improved my vulnerability with being accountable as a parent. And that's not just the relationship with the people I've named off. You know, that's with me being accountable. And it is important for you to figure out what you like. It's important for you to know what you, I ain't gonna say necessarily good at, but you enjoy doing. You know what I mean? Like this artwork bullshit, I ain't made $1 on it. And it's been a goal. If I take you in the sunroom, there's expo marker on that motherfucker from, I don't know, 3 months in. I called Maine one night. I done a whole day by myself planning out where my future going, what we gonna do. I wrote this whole list, and me and the old lady had a big fight. And like, Maine is like just listening. And I got it all laid out, like trying to get guidance of like what I'm supposed to do to like incorporate it in my relationship to make it clear, right? That shit's still in that window today. Just because it's the importance of the vision of what direction you take it from everybody. Everybody ain't for you, and everybody ain't gonna give you what you need, but you never know what opportunity is gonna come from any circumstance, any environment you're gonna be in. The wavelength is important to me. Showing myself in the art, in the comedy, in the podcast, getting to know people. I don't like being otherwise. That's why I lose a lot of jobs. I don't give a fuck. You gonna hold these fucking good old boy system not accountable? You ain't gonna hold me accountable, motherfucker. Yep. They on their phone, I'm on my phone, you know? I like being myself, and I enjoy seeing you be yourself on your podcast. I like how Maine is himself on his podcast, because that's the cool thing about being in network with y'all. That's you guys. Is like Maine is the best way to describe us all, even though he is the best way to narrate himself. He's painting a picture, but we all painting our own picture. We all doing our own thing, really, and we all navigating our own lane.
Yeah, well, it's like. It's different ways to paint that picture, right? The reason why I appreciate Maine, I just told somebody this yesterday.
I wish I could talk like him. Golly.
The reason why I appreciate Maine is because Maine would be the person who I would be in like another world.
Yeah.
But I can't really be that person. Like I was just telling Big King yesterday. I'm the type of person, I can't live with secrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Maine lives with no secrets or nothing. Don't put those two and two. I'm pivoting somewhere else. But like, I have to always be me at all times. Like sometimes I do a podcast with somebody, right? And you know, I drink on podcasts. I'm smoking a cigar right now. I'm fucking drinking whiskey. I don't care. But the person will be like, they drink, but they don't want to drink on camera. Yeah. I can't be that kind of person.
Yeah.
Like, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to present. When I started podcasting, I decided that I wasn't going to give a fuck about people's opinions, and I was just going to be me. One of the first episodes, one of the first videos I ever put on YouTube was called Legalized Prostitution. I'm still getting comments to this day. I kid you not. If I'll go to my app right now. As soon as I go to my app, the most recent comment is going to be from that video. And I recorded this video. When you see it, I'm going to be skinny as fuck, like with workout clothes on, because I used to work out every fucking day. Look, scroll down. What's the most recent comment?
I gotta read. I ain't got my real glasses on. You need to take it to Congress.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just went in about how I think prostitution should be legal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of person I am. But the first comment I got on it was a bigger lady, and she said, "You should get off camera. Your teeth fucked up." Cause I got chipped teeth in my mouth. Cause when I was young, I used to do crazy shit. So I got 3 chipped teeth in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm telling her like my teeth ain't really fucked up. I just got chipped teeth.
Yeah.
Cause I did dumb shit when I was a kid or whatever. But she was just going in like, you ugly as fuck. Yeah. But like
sometimes it be like that.
That builds your confidence on camera because the difference between us and people that don't do what we do is we're not scared to do what we're doing. A lot of people like to bark at the sideline and they not in the game, never even been in the game before.
Yeah.
So they don't even know how it is to live a life where you're taking criticism at all times. And once you accept that, you excel. Like you go crazy because you don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah.
So like every bad thing somebody was gonna say about me, they said it early on. So I'm just like, shit, I don't care now. So
now I wanna I just saw some posts or texts I sent from Maine. Maine got some questions. You ready to ask some Maine questions? Mm-hmm. All right, now, would you say, no, I'm gonna do that one last. All right, Maine wants to know, why did you stop being consistent? You know that motherfucker always be asking that question. Motherfuckers don't be staying on cue with a program.
I talked about that earlier on in the podcast.
Yeah, you did, but I want to run through these 3 from him.
All right, it's mainly because I couldn't really see where my end goal was going to be with this, and podcasting has changed. And like I said earlier, it's because I love the art so much that, like, to quote Young Thug, I ain't got my friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had people on the podcast. I look forward to doing the podcast all the time, and just doing podcasts with random people, it just started getting kind of boring.
Yeah.
And so like I was trying to figure out where my focus was gonna be, like what's my end goal, like what am I doing this for? Like I said, most people get into this shit, they want to make some money, they want to be known, they want to do all this kind of shit. I do the shit because I like the shit. I want to feel good when I sit down and I record podcasting, and then when I don't really like editing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I love photography. When it comes to taking pictures and editing pictures, I love that shit. Videography, I'm iffy about that shit. When it comes to podcasting, it's the same way. It's like when I sit down and I start to edit, I wanna love what I just shot, and like sometimes I don't really love the shit. Like interviewing, I think Maine is a fucking great interviewer. I like interviewing people from like, you know, different walks of life. Like I'm pretty sure he does also.
Yeah.
But like some people don't really be that interesting, so it kind of be like bringing me out of it. But I took a break because I thought it was necessary, but mainly because what I had going on in my life financially, other things started making more money. So I started really going after that, because I'm gonna be honest with you, we live in a capitalist society, and sometimes I get in that shit.
Gotta make that money.
Yeah, I'm getting this money bag.
To tally off
and I start putting shit to the back.
What do you have?
No, did
any kind of goals set or like strives for 2026 of where you want to put the podcast, where you want to project the podcast for 2026? Because I'm gonna follow back up with you on this. This is just me, because I want even though it ain't gotta, like I said, I think that you gotta find your own, or whoever's doing podcasting gotta find your own consistency level. Like everybody's got their own goals. What's your goal for 2026 with it?
I just want to get back in my bag where I used to be when I first started podcasting. And I was consistent, and I just was going crazy all the time, and I had that hunger, I had that drive. Yeah. I compare it to like rappers, like one of my favorite rappers is Meek Mill, and like I remember when Meek Mill was hungry.
Man, you gotta let that go, baby.
And he had that drive.
You gotta let that go.
I mean,
look, I was in love with Meek Mill too, with Dreams and Nightmares. And Dreams and Nightmares, I can rap from here to King Kong.
Yes.
But listen to me, when I think back on King, that song, he might have been getting diddled all
You saying the same thing I'm saying.
He might have been diddled, now, damn it.
You saying the same thing I'm saying. Like, I just want to get back to that hunger and the drive I used to have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hope Meek does too one day, because this shit he been putting out, that shit been trash.
Yeah. It ain't been that great. Let me shut this door, because she gonna...
Nah, you good.
Hold on. Baby.
These are exciting times though. You better cherish them. Yeah, these are exciting times, bro.
He got to go see the alligators in a while. He calls them alligators, right?
Yeah.
And I take him out there to see him, and he gonna get me locked the fuck up. That bitch don't. He be.
Oh, you gotta show him this video I got of this albino alligator.
But he be pitching the fig. He wanna feed them, and there's like baby ones where he think they his. Remember Lake Placid? Mm-hmm. That's what I feel like I'm developing. Now I know we were just talking. You pull it up, send it. No, Maven, don't keep doing it, bub. We smoking in here. Mama's gonna be mad about the smell. You gonna get me in trouble, homeboy. Yo. We're gonna have to put a lock on the door for real. Maven, go in there. Go in there. Yes, yes. I'm still recording. Dante.
Can you?
Oh.
This the video.
Hey, you wanna show him a white alligator?
It's albino.
You wanna see an albino alligator? Mama. Come grab the phone. Show him the alligator.
That's an albino alligator. The alligator's scary too.
Yo, we see him out there all the time. We be looking for that big one. We don't see him. There's one that lost an arm. They call him a certain name. Come on, man. We won't be much longer. You okay, bud? You want to go see alligators today? Okay. Well, I don't think Walmart's open no more. Remember? We'll figure it out. I won't be much longer. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Nah, kids is beautiful, bro.
Oh man, yeah, but he is like, we talk about my Adderall, my energy level, that motherfucker is on 10 times me. He is my child. Like, I understand what my mama used to say about how my energy levels was, because I see it without the Adderall, I'm just everywhere. But when I take the Adderall, it focuses it, and I don't say I feel like a crackhead, but I work like one, you know? My old lady say I'm Mexican on the back, but I'm white on the front, because my back brown as hell for a reason, because that's how hard I work. But
yeah.
Now, speaking of work, now you taking the break, finding the drive. I get what I was saying. To follow back up with this, you and Maine are starting Wednesday night lives of music reviews, and Correct. This is gonna be a new. I hope it's some real energy builder for you guys. You guys got a great Slim and Maine podcast y'all do as well with other individuals. He wanted to know what are the pros and the cons of going live, doing live episodes. Pros and cons of lives.
Woo. I know why he asked me that, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I fuck with the live thing, and I wish I could stream. I really want to stream, but the thing that keep me from streaming is live episodes. Like, it's right there, right now. It's times where I edit shit out.
Yeah.
So, like, going live, like, and like I said, I be drinking sometimes. I be talking some bullshit. You got to be in a different mindset. You got to you got to turn the notch up, and you got to really know like what to say, what not to say when it's like a lot of people listening live, and you just never know like what can come from that. So that's one of the worst cons. But the pros is you got people right there, and they want to see you right then, right now, and they tapping in with you, they engaging with you. So like that's one of the pros, and that's one of the cons.
He said, would you say that Kid Joe was the worst interview on live? I don't know who Kid Joe is. I don't know where his questions from, but that's the questions I got. That was the last one.
Shout out to Kid Joe. Kid Joe was not the worst. That's just one of the examples that I use, and the only reason why I said that was basically because Kid Joe wasn't really answering the questions how we thought the questions were supposed to be answered. I really rock with Kid Joe. Like, we have a personal relationship. That's why I wish that shit didn't come off how it came off. But when you come do an interview or you come do a podcast, we just want to have a conversation. I don't want this shit to be a chess match. I want us to be comfortable. I want us to do our thing. And like, I don't want you to have to like go into a persona. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. We just did it live with EJ, and I felt like he was in like a little weird persona. I don't want you to have your persona. I just want you to be you. Sit down. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. I'm not about to talk to you about something you don't want to talk about. And even if I ask you something you don't want to give the answer you don't want to give, just don't give it.
Well, speaking of lives, and I know that sometimes us comedians, we have to put that persona on. I will back him up a little bit, but I was on live with Maine about leadership. What are your thoughts on leadership? Generically speaking of it, what are your thoughts on where we are with leadership, and what do you feel like are some good qualities of leadership you see around?
I can talk about leadership for hours on hours on hours because that's what I like came up on. But to answer your question in short form, a leader is somebody who people naturally gravitate towards and want to follow, and even more so, a great leader also knows when it's time to follow. You want your leader to be somebody that has all the traits of a human that you desire to have and that you feel comfortable going on that battlefield with.
Yeah.
So most people don't really have those traits. Like, it's a lot of people who think they're leaders, but like nobody has ever followed them. They have kids that don't even fucking follow them. They have kids that look up the NBA YoungBoy, but they think they're great leaders.
Yeah.
So like leadership is something that's very deep, and we'll be sitting here all day talking about it. But in short form, a leader is just somebody that somebody wants to follow that actually gives a fuck about the people. Most people don't care about people.
And that's too, I know a lot of, it was weird for me. Like, I don't, trauma is trauma. You know, we all supposed to grow in our own paths. But like, it was weird being in that conversation because I don't see myself as a leader. I don't see myself as any entrepreneur, like outside of any norms that we already know. I'm just myself, as best unique as I'm gonna say, like I should get credit for. But it's still cool to be in these conversations about leadership roles because I do see the attributes and the ways that it improves us with ourselves. Even if it ain't achieving a role to be a leader, you still giving yourself more improvements. You know what I mean? Giving yourself qualities that could help you achieve other goals or confidence. And to me, it's a fun conversation to be a part of. And that's the thing too. Like even with you, the prostitution conversation you've had, it's getting plenty of comment. It's one of those things where it shouldn't just be narrated to what I ain't gonna say it shouldn't. It don't have to be narrated to just what we expect the conversation to be about. Like you're saying, that wavelength. Because I think you should keep doing these random ass fucking conversations. Because I like the lives like that.
Yeah.
Use if they playing Caton. You know what I'm saying? If they doing they damn.
Bro, another thing about the leadership thing too is leaders aren't perfect. So it's times where I was a bad leader. Like, example, it's times I feel like I was a bad brother. I got a baby brother that fucking hates me to death. And I'm not mad at him because I know I was a bad leader at the time. Like, it's times where I thought being a man was some aggressive shit. So I completely understand where me and his disconnect is because as a leader, you have to learn that all your troops is going to be different. So my baby brother is somebody who don't really respond well to violence and all that aggressive shit. And I fucked up. That's on me. I got to live with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that shit hard to swallow when you're doing the part. You got to accept it.
Yeah, bro, I cry about that shit many a nights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, nah, I'm just over the shit. Like, I'm like, I fucked up. I just gotta wait till he's ready to forgive me.
And see, that's the hard part about life too. Is you that is the best statement you could have. You gotta be waiting on them for them to forgive you because you just gotta accept.
Cause I fucked up.
Yeah, because no matter as long as you forgive the situation and you realize that accountability, it's gonna come in time. I feel like it might not be the way you want it to come. Or like the accountability or like the return you get from him might not be how you want it, but the effort in that alone can like roll over more effort to get you to where you want to be.
I'm willing to deal with that shit however it comes though.
That's like one of my younger brothers just got out of jail and just got baptized, real Christian, added to him or whatnot. And I'm sure he's back with the biological father or like, regular or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Still fans, that's his family too. But I just don't associate on that side. So I stay my distance. And I navigate that relationship accordingly because of my mental health with my biological father. And a lot of people don't have that. I don't think a lot of people have the strength to even do that some days. Just to separate themselves as much as they need to for their own self. To figure out what they need to find that leadership, to find their direction, their vision. And look, I ain't trying to run off you at all. I don't know how long you gonna give me because we've been going over an hour.
Oh nah, bro, I'm good. Bro.
All right. Because I want to ask, what do you feel like are some of your biggest creative challenges over the years doing it with you and Maine? Y'all having Maine and Slim podcast, you having your own podcast, doing videography, photography. being creative, what are some of the biggest challenges?
I can tell you the number one right now off rip. It's navigating between what the people want and what I want. So like, I'll give you a recent episode I did that did really well. I did an episode with some young guys named Flip and Chapo. They had a song that went crazy.
I know Chapo. I met Chapo.
Yeah, they had a song that went crazy called What's Tea. And basically some girls put them on an app called What's Tea or whatever. It was like reviews of guys and what they got going on or whatever. And they made a diss song about girls that put them on a song or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. That went crazy. I didn't necessarily do that for me. I pretty much did that for the people. I don't feel bad about it or whatever because I felt like, you know, it was something good for what I got going on as far as, I'm not even going to say my brand, just as far as engagement and like exposure of the podcast. But I wouldn't call that my best episode. I wouldn't even call that one of my best episodes. But it had, it's probably top 5 most views I ever had.
Yeah.
But it's episodes that I did that didn't even probably had not even 100 views that I thought was one of my best episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
same here.
Trying to distinguish between those two is one of the challenges because what I want might not be what the people want. So it's more so trying to find the people that's interested in what I want to grow my brand.
I feel that. I understand that a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I know Maven come in and fucked us up. I want to double back and follow up on this question. Where do you see Sit Down with Slim and Maine in the next 12 months, and where do you see your own podcast? I want to piggyback on that question and follow.
So Maine and Slim, and then Sit Down with Slim.
Do both of them, yeah. Where you project both of them going in the next 12 months? What's your
I
projection?
always told Maine, this is my view. I don't know if it's his view also, but I always told him I always wanted Maine and Slim to be like a local breakfast club. I wanted to be something where we like talk about what's going on in the community. We bring people in. We have weekly episodes, and you know, this is like the main podcast, and then we have our own separate podcast that do whatever they want to do. But like, I want Maine and Slim to be like a main thing that's like a staple in the community.
Yeah,
that's the view I always had for Maine and Slim, because the biggest thing that I love about Maine and Slim is that, first off, I respect the fuck out of Maine. Like, he's probably like, it's only a couple people like I really have real high respect for. It's Maine, Big King, and my nigga Quad. Like, I have a lot of respect for those guys.
Clap it up for them, man.
Yeah. So like, I really want that. That's what I want for Maine and Slim. As far as sit downs with Slim, that's my own personal thing, and I have a view for what I want that to be. I still want to do interviews and I want to talk to interesting people, but I want to have consistent episodes where I'm actually talking about topics that really matter to the everyday people. I feel like that's what's missing in podcasts. Like, podcasts, they always talking about relationship shit, or they talking about money, or they talking about all this type of shit. I don't really care about that shit too much. I want to talk about everyday topics that everybody relates to.
Yeah.
So that's the goals I have for it. I don't really have no monetary goals or this type of shit. I remember when I said I can't wait to get to 1,000 followers. I'm like 200 away from 1,000 followers, and like, that ain't even my goal no more. I don't even really give a fuck no more.
Change over time.
Yeah.
So if you could collaborate with any 3 people in the area, who would it be and why?
In the area?
Yeah. For an episode, for you know, whatever kind of vision you see for it, but 3 other people, creators.
It's people I want to do episodes with, but it's for like reasons that people probably wouldn't know. Like, I think Jay Fox got a real interesting story, and I really want to get Jay Fox on the podcast. I've seen him multiple times and talked to him about doing it, but I don't know. It just never came to. One of my homeboys, Benny Hanna, I talk to him every day, damn near, and he's real close with him. So I know I'm gonna get that episode in, but it's really because he got a story. Like, he was signed to I don't know why the fuck I can't think of her name. This shit is crazy. He was signed to bro that was in the Migos that got a baby with Cardi B.
Offset.
I don't know why the fuck I had that blank like that. R.I.P. Takeoff.
See, black card. I got mine.
But yeah, he was signed to Offset. So like, but people don't know who he was before that. So like, I feel like I have a real interesting conversation with him. So he's probably the number one person right now I want to talk to. The number two people probably wouldn't even understand, but my homeboy used to have an apartment on 8th Street, and like it was this place, I was gonna call it a weird place, but you know, them people into what they into or whatever. But it's this guy with this long ass beard that wears dresses.
Oh, a drag.
He's not a drag, he has a fucking beard.
A wizard.
He wears dresses. I've asked him to do a street interview with me like 3 different times. Like, I would pay to do an interview with him because I just really want to just talk to him and just have a conversation with him. But like, I think he think I'm on some crazy shit.
You saying that? There's one dude downtown Augusta who waves at everybody every morning on 13th Street Bridge. You go all the way towards like the hospitals.
He got a hunchback?
Nope, he's an older black guy, and he just sit there waves.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen him then.
My fiance pointed him out. She used to drive that way to work every day. And she would see him all the time, and she's the one that pointed him out. I never used to drive that way and like notice it until like we would go that way to see him because she don't go over that way no more. So she'd make her go out the way. But yeah, some people downtown I want to interview too. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I really want to start doing street interviews. The only reason why I haven't done it is because the people that I wanted to do it with me, because I don't want to. Damn, this shit crazy. He calling me now, but I don't want to necessarily do the street interviews. I want somebody to interview them, but know the talking points that I'm going at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like I'll do bad at the street interviews. It's just people that I know would do better because they come from that walk of life.
Look, we done a couple promos downtown with the dollar trivia type of stuff we was doing for the stage show, and we call them downtown strolls. And it's about the engagement. It don't matter what the fuck you want to talk about. If that motherfucker, the white lady don't want to talk to you, she ain't gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
If that group and that couples don't want to stop, man, there's been times where there's one time the 2 black couples stopped and they're having a good night, and the dudes are questioning us, like looking at us like, bitch, what y'all got going on? What's this motherfucker? Like, and they get cute outfits, they dressed up, they're nice looking ladies, and we finally get them comfortable. We do the trivia, we get done, and we're having fun with them. But then the woman goes to give Instagram, the motherfucker cover, bitch, shut up. You ain't saying shit. You ain't.
Yeah.
So like, it just depends. You can get one in the street, have some real good engagement where it doesn't look like it, and then you got to work it. And then, man, there's a lot of times we went down there where it's been flat return. And maybe that's on us too. Maybe it's the style of setup for the interviews. But it does matter, the engagement you get back. That's the one challenge I feel like we've come across doing it downtown. But it also is like we're playing a game. We ain't interviewing. You know what I mean? We trying to just get interaction. We ain't necessarily got a goal to interview nobody. But it is fun. I think it's worth it to have an Augusta scene like that, people doing something like that downtown. I think it's a good idea for us to have. Keep doing what we're doing. With Like the Stage, we're doing that trivia downtown. We're letting people getting drunk and expecting us to come by and win a drink off of us by answering some trivia questions.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And the third person.
I got sidetracked. Fuck. Go third person.
The third person would be Pimpzilla. And the reason why Pimpzilla is because the first day I moved to Augusta, I was going to 8th grade. It was the summer I was going to 8th grade. It was literally my first day in Augusta. Like, I remember we rented a minivan. We drove from Atlanta to we got off the plane. We moved from Germany. We drove from Atlanta to Augusta. First place we went to was the mall. I remember it was raining. That song with Monica was on the radio, and that song with Bow Wow, that Let's Get Down, that shit. That was my first time hearing those songs. It was my first time hearing radio, period. But that wasn't German. And we went to the mall. First place we went was the mall. When we got in Augusta, I seen 2 people I knew from Germany, and I seen a light-skinned guy taking off running and 2 girls chasing him in the mall. That was Pimpzilla. So I want to interview Pimpzilla just to like hear his story and see what he got going on. Those are 3 people I want to talk to, because I just want to talk to interesting people. Like, I don't necessarily want to talk to people just because they got a big following and things like that. Like, it's other people I want to interview and stuff too for other reasons, but those like the 3 main ones, because I just want to get interesting stories and have interesting conversations.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
I want to be a little more detailed with you before we kind of wrapping up. We still got a lot to cover still. We're gonna knock all the stuff out though. But now, favorite book you've read in the past year? Have you read a book in the past year? I have not. I keep telling myself I'm going to, but I have not. Have you read a book this year?
I don't read like I used to, but
You talking trash about me reading? See, motherfucker, you say I can't read.
I'm a reader, but I fell off. I'm not gonna like lie. I don't fell off with my reading. I don't read like I used to. The most recent book that I really like, I don't even know. I can't really think of it. I gotta think because I've been reading different kind of books. Like I've been reading on stocks and shit and like trying to figure out different like business avenues.
Information shit.
Yeah, I'm really on business. So like
yeah. All right, well,
I don't want to give one of those though.
One song you have on repeat right now.
One song I have on repeat. I listen to a lot of older songs, but like a more newer song that I have on repeat right now is a song called Crash Out Remix by Lights, Friday, and Meek Mills. I don't know what it is about that song, but it's more so like a vocal song and like just what they talking about, what they deal with women. I don't know what it is. Like I resonate with that so hard. So I think I be putting that song on repeat a lot.
I ain't heard it. I'm gonna have to go check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
You're talking about women in a bad way, huh? Major pain in that bit. All right.
It ain't like that. It's called like Crash Out, about women crashing out.
Oh, never mind then. They gonna put it on us then. It's back reversed.
But it's like how we deal with women crashing out.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Go to comfort food right now.
Popeyes.
Popeyes? Okay.
I love Popeyes. I gotta add some Popeyes reward points. Like I love wings like a motherfucker, but
now,
Popeyes got the
reward
food.
system.
Yes, and I got reward points like a motherfucker. I probably got 2 free meals right now.
Damn,
yeah,
man.
I love Popeyes.
If you could have one superpower for a day, what would it be?
Superpower.
You want Adderall?
Nah, I done took Adderall before. I know how Adderall feel. Adderall just calm me down and get me focused, and like I probably got my degree off of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But the one superpower I probably have, I want to hear what the fuck people be thinking.
Oh man.
That's it. You just give me that shit. Cause I like to talk and shit. I like to talk to people. I like to see what the fuck going on. I really want to see when I walk in the room. I don't give a fuck about like if I walk in the room and a girl be like, oh, he cute, I like him. I don't care about that type shit. I want to see like when I'm talking to somebody. Like I remember specifically like one time I was with somebody and I made a mistake and I started.
You know if they're wearing a sheet. That's what you want to know.
Not even that. Like I remember I had a conversation with a guy one time and I fucked up and I was talking about how I don't like Drake.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And the reason why I fucked up is because I'm really good at reading the room. I knew he was like a Drake fan type of person, but like I ain't know the conversation was gonna go as deep. So I started explaining to him why I don't like, it ain't Drake I don't like, is the type of people that worship Drake that I don't like. And I know he didn't like that shit and he started saying weird shit to me. I really wanted to know what he wanted to say for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so that's the superpower I really would like have, is like just seeing what people is thinking. If you could figure out what people is thinking, I feel like you could figure out a lot of shit about the world.
It'd be my luck though. I would, at that point in my life, if I had that superpower, I would find a midget in my vicinity. And then that thinking process, she would like crush my dreams by thinking I'm not attractive. It would find some way to like ruin a dream.
You like little people?
I'll catch that bitch like a Pokemon.
I had a little person before.
You had one? Oh my, I'm jealous.
Yeah, when I lived in Kentucky.
Lee.
It's regular.
You remember that show that come out on TV? That little crippled motherfucking daddy and shit out on the farm and shit? Oh man, I used to just like wonder like where they come from. Where can I go find them? Is there a community?
Bro, little people, I don't know why people think little people is like some different shit.
It's weird, but it
ain't even really weird. Like they the same kind of people, bro. They the same kind of people.
Yo, it's like you tossing around silicone. You know what I'm saying? It is fun dough bacon. You know what I mean? You is just.
But you ain't never did it before.
No, I haven't. I've seen a couple.
Some of them don't even like that type of shit.
And seeing the internet though, it's like I've seen some fine ones. I know they out there.
For sure.
And just because we ain't necessarily, I've seen, and that's the other thing too, is you got little people and you got dwarfs. Dwarfism is 5'11" and under. Mm-hmm. But then you have like then you have the smaller people who have actually disorders technically.
Yes, correct.
And those disorders put them in a different lower little class.
Yeah.
But it's weird, but they some fine motherfuckers that no matter what size they in, they some fun sized bitches out there look like one of them clowns. They blow them up and put the back of the truck. They just look all tied off at the joints.
They all different though. Some don't even like you to pick them up.
I ain't got to pick you up, bitch. You better suck the bottom of the balls. Suck the bottom of these balls, bitch. like you know them Roman pirates be feeding the grapes and shit. Better lick them grapes, motherfucker. All right, now look, I'm gonna finish us off. We can still talk after this, but I want to knock this out. This is this or that. Quick little rapid fire. This or that.
Go ahead.
All right, DSLR camera or mirrorless camera?
DLSR.
Canon or Sony?
Canon.
Tripod stability or handheld motion?
Handheld.
Boom or lav mic? Lavalier, whatever you say that word. Lavalier.
Boom.
Boom. Studio light kit or natural light grind?
Ooh, natural light.
Natural light. 4K resolution or a 1080p mood?
I think 4K is overrated. 1080.
Zoom lens range or primary lens clarity?
Prime. I tell people that all the time. Prime. I use a zoom lens also as my primary lens, but prime lenses is crazy.
All right, let's do a little visual style. Hard cuts, fast edits, or slow build storytelling?
Slow build storytelling. I watch vloggers all day.
All right, natural tones and clean frames, or bold, saturated color punch? Color adjustments.
That's a hard one because sometimes I'll be in the mood for like a lot of contrast, but sometimes I'll be in the mood for like natural pictures. So it really just depends.
All right.
I can't pick those.
A documentary realism or a styled cinematic kind of vibe?
I'm a documentary type of person.
All right, let's go. Deep topics and long form, or quick clips, reels for impact? I mean, I know the answer. I'm just asking.
Yeah, that's a weird question to ask a podcaster. I like long form content. My attention span is fucking amazing. I can sit down and watch some shit that's fucking 4 hours.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I think too is like I'm grateful that I don't still look at the need for the viewership of impact. Like that doesn't impact me. I'm looking for the long conversation. I'll take whatever clips gives me. You know what I mean? Like the impact in the conversation is bigger.
I don't even really like clips. I'm gonna keep it being with you. I don't like clips.
One take sessions or heavy editing and refining?
One take.
That's right.
I don't like editing. You got to edit out like 2 parts of this pod, but I don't like editing. All I do is
clip the front and the beginning. I mean, the beginning and the end. That's it.
Nah, edit out that part where your old lady was walking through and edit out the part when your son came in.
All right, Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere?
I never even used Adobe Premiere before because it looked too complicated. I feel like Final Cut Pro is super user friendly. I always go for user friendly.
Yeah. I hear a lot of good stuff about Adobe though. I do hear a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. I know Adobe got some features that I would love to use, but like I like user friendly. That's why I was asking you about that mixer, because a lot of nowadays podcasting easy as fuck nowadays. Like this mixer he got, that shit is color coded. That shit got buttons. Like everything is explained. If you see my mixer, it's the same mixer that DJs use.
Yeah, I can't.
Like that shit is totally different.
Yeah, I'm not Dr. Dre. Upload and go or sit on it until it's perfect?
Upload and go. I always been like that with podcasts, and that's why I'm really tripping. I told you I recorded 3 episodes recently. Mm-hmm. I got I need to just let that shit go. I need to get back to who I used to be. That's why I used the Meek Mill reference.
I will say this to that statement though. When I started, I was banking a lot. I mean, I probably had at one point 7 or 8 episodes banked. And we talking about a month and a half go by for the episode.
I remember that.
And like now, I do feel less stress being able to handle a week-to-week format. All right, now this one is for you. a YouTube hub or a Patreon community?
My Patreon community done been up and down. Like at one point, I had almost like 20 Patreon members. Right now, I'm probably sitting at like 5 or 6.
Which one you think you would rather have though, the YouTube hub or the Patreon?
How they pay on YouTube is a little different. How they pay on Patreon is probably better. So I take Patreon, but like I want to build a community on Patreon where like they expecting a certain kind of content and I can deliver that content. I really need to get back at that. I'm glad you asked that question. I need to get back at that because I'm still on Patreon. Yeah, people that know Patreon /SitDownSlim. I've been going crazy on there. I used to upload like a motherfucker. I got some people that supporters, so they still donate every month even if I don't upload. And just because you said that, I'm gonna record an episode tonight.
Hey man,
I appreciate that, bro. Hey, you just helped me.
All right, now speaking of influence culture through art or build community through conversation.
I always believe in building a community. Everybody I ever put on this podcast and shit, and I put a lot of people on this podcast and shit. Everybody I ever put on this podcast and shit, I told them, you don't want that microwave shit. You want to build a community and you want to build up and you want to get to the point where people are looking forward to see you every week. That is your target audience. Your target audience isn't putting out some microwave shit where you get 1 million views. You can get 1 million views a day and that shit don't mean shit.
Right.
It don't mean a goddamn thing. But them people that's always gonna listen, like I remember when I first started podcasting, I used to listen to these guys. They had a podcast called Roommate Podcast. And I was gonna say they some lame niggas. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it.
Go ahead.
They was like some lame type of niggas.
They don't get
and they wasn't lame because goddamn, they was like some church type of niggas and shit. But they was just, some lamer type of niggas or whatever. But they was like super driven, super ambitious. They was super structured, and they started paying for interviews. The first person they had was Charlamagne the God. Then they had Angela Yee. Then they had another guy. He's like a relationship type of guru guy or whatever. And I noticed they would drop these episodes with these people that would do hundreds of thousands of views. Then when they drop their regular episodes, it'll go back to their regular numbers, which was like 20 and 30,000 views. And I was like, that taught me that it don't really matter. Like you can have a guest on and it will help build your audience, but it's not going to make you.
It ain't going to make you.
Nah, it's not going to make you. You have to build that community. Yeah. Like my favorite podcast right now is the Crash Dummy podcast, and those guys have a community. I love watching their podcast. They have callers call on. They talk about crazy shit. That shit is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I love their podcast, and I've seen them grow over time. No diddy.
And that's the thing too, man. I think that we all have different additives. We all have different takes, and I think that's important for us to. I'm grateful to be a part of the circle with you guys. I'm grateful to be associated with you all in this realm of podcasting in the CSRA. I think that we still. I think we inspire each other more than we realize it. I can see in the background.
I agree.
I feel like. I don't know. I just feel like it's inspirational to be a part of the table. I ain't gonna lie, fuck y'all. There ain't no other white people doing this shit like me. All right, you know what? That one dude fell off. All right, I don't mind saying it. I'll say it. Goddamn.
Shout out to him though. I miss him too. Hey, I was a fan of him.
But he did fall fuck off. He got married and said fuck this shit. So
yeah, that disappointed me, dog. It disappointed me, bro. I loved his podcast too. I thought he brought an interesting point. To podcasting.
It is. I try to be grateful for being able to be blessed. Not everybody can able to start where I've started at. And like get to where I am from the opportunities I've had to like get where I'm at on my layout, right? But you still, man, you can't discredit if you're having fun. That's how I look at it. It don't matter if you just got a cell phone and a wireless mic. If that's all you got, you still should be able, if you enjoy it, you'll get there, getting what you need to be able to feel like you adequate in that realm if that's what's bothering you. But man, I just see. I've noticed more people starting and trying. So you hear them talk about podcasts and they never start. You hear this, you hear that, they never start. So I don't know
because they do it for the recognition.
Yeah, I'm grateful to get to know you all and be a part of it for real.
And if you have a monetary goal in this and you're not a celebrity, it's probably not going to end how you think it's going to end. That's where a lot of people fall off at.
My goal is for Newport sponsorship. I'm for real.
Man, you got to get off the cancer sticks, man.
No, man, no. I think that I will say though, I've started doing these. I ain't gonna get no sponsorship. Hopefully they will. Zello. I like not Zello. Velo. I don't like the Zen. I like the Velo. But if I wasn't stressed, I would be doing those.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's like how you feel about the alcohol. I should have said Newport is my third.
Yeah.
That's how much I enjoy
you like smoking. Cigarette?
Like you enjoy smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I get it.
I done smoked
It's the oral fixation.
Well, it ain't just that.
And it's also the habit.
But it's the taste too. Of all the cigarettes I've smoked.
Now when you like the taste, you deep into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But something I've noticed about Newports. People who smoke Newports based on their hygienic standards, they can have horrible aftertaste or after breath. I don't have
my stepdad.
I don't have a smoke after breath. My Newport is really a minty. So like I don't get this harsh, like nasty taste in my mouth that makes me. This is the one cigarette that's like been a consistent throughout my life where. And at the same time, if I smoke too much, it'll give me it's the one cigarette that'll show me quick, like, hey, bitch, you burning right here for a reason, motherfucker. You've been smoking too many cigarettes.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, it ain't the same. And that fucking
cigars do that with me too.
Yeah.
That's why you chapstick all the time.
I couldn't do cigars. I done cigars for a little bit. My homeboy, one of my brothers from the MC Club, he bought a humidor. I'm talking about he would just invest in cigars. And I started like smoking with him and whatnot, but I inhale.
Oh no, you can't inhale.
Yeah, I do that.
I'm not that deep into my my cigar habit. Like I smoke when I feel like it.
Yeah. I enjoy smoking though. Fuck that shit. I mean, I've tried to quit. I threw cigarettes down the toilet, all that bullshit. I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna try my best.
Hey man, live your life, bro. We only got one life, bro.
But bro, look. Listen to my argument. Everybody's vaping. Everybody's vaping.
I hate that vape shit.
Where the fuck? How is it okay to accept a new form of smoking, but then disregard any area or any respect for smokers that's been around forever?
Danny Brown said some real shit. He said, "Nigga, you want to die or not, nigga?"
I die over a Newport. I die over a Newport.
Because motherfucker acting like vaping is like some different. It's nicotine. It's the same fucking shit. Why y'all think it's some healthier shit?
You remember Dare?
Yeah.
Remember they used to tell us like a one marijuana joint was like 6 cigarettes or something. Well, now one cigarette is like a quarter of a vape. No, I'm sorry, like 6 cigarettes are like a quarter of a vape. So they smoking like 2 packs or something versus my little pack a day. Man, it's retarded. Yeah. That should be pissing me off.
Depending on the percentage, but yeah, for sure.
All right, next Wednesday, y'all check them out. They're going to be doing live reviews of artists around Augusta. Y'all be sending y'all's music ahead of time. Y'all, where do they need to send that to? Slim?
Book Main Slim.
Yeah, even
Book Main Slim at gmail.com. That's where you send your song to. When you send your song, we'll tell you where to send the payment at. It's only $10. You know what I'm saying? This is our way of giving back for real. That's why it's only $10. People complaining about the $10 thing, talking about how it should be free, because originally the post we start making it off of, the guy was talking about it should be some free shit. Maine said he don't agree. He don't think it should be some free shit. So I roll with it. I feel him too. We've been doing this shit long enough. $10 ain't shit. Like you said, how much that makes it cost?
Too much. $300.
$300 ain't that
Something
bad.
Like that. It's between $200 and $300.
I might have to get that. But spend $300 on the mixer, you spend $700 on the camera, another $700 on the camera. You got a computer that costs $1,000. You know what I'm saying? You got lights and shit that cost $200-$300. Like, come on, bro, $10, bro. Bro, just support us. We support you, bro, because we really listening to the music. We following people. I follow everybody that got sent songs.
I'm gonna make that a sound bite because I be wanting to say that to y'all all the time because of how much I invest. But bitch, pay me, motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. No, I do. I will say one critique, and this ain't to knock EJ. This ain't to knock him as an artist. I do believe y'all need a fair judgment from a fan or an audience member projection.
Yeah, he was just a guest on the show. We're gonna have different people come in.
I think so, but having that another artist come on, they might be subjective to their style, to their view. Not to like knock EJ.
We're gonna have different people come in.
I think it was good to start up. I think having that go down is awesome. I think y'all are great, opinionated, and professional with y'all's deliveries on what y'all hear. And I'm looking forward to seeing more from you, man. And I'm looking forward to 2026 from the podcast from you and Main and Slim. And I'm looking forward for y'all to continue to drive us in areas of creativity. Y'all's conversation skills are to be unmatched, man. For real. Y'all, you appreciate my way, but goddamn it, but y'all's funny ass shit and y'all's way of painting is just as important. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you coming on, for real, man. We're gonna wrap up. Thank you for. You want to say anything before we wrap?
No, I'm good, bro. I appreciate you for having me, dog. This was a good ass podcast.
Till next time. Peace.
Yes, sir.